What's up, y'all? It's Friday right at noon and I'm headed out to do a little bit of ammo hunting today. If y'all are new to the channel or just not familiar with my ammo hunting videos, I go from Friday to Thursday throughout the week. Not every day, but that's just my time frame. And then on Thursdays, I wrap everything up, show y'all what I picked up for the week. I normally just hit one or two places on Friday, so today I think we'll run into Rural King and see what they got as far as ammo since yesterday. And then I'm gonna hit my local shop for sure, see what they got as far as ammo, and pick up a couple things. And I'm actually gonna look around there at some new tools, see if they got anything in 350 Legend that I might be interested in picking up. While I'm on the way, if y'all would take a second, if you enjoy my videos, reach down and hit that thumbs up, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification icon. But let's run on in here to the Rural King and see what's going on today. All right, y'all, I'm seeing a few new things in here. It's about the same stuff, so I ain't gonna go real slow. I'll just hit the new stuff. They got some 9mm critical duty plus P 124s for $22.97. Rest of this is the same. Got some Remington Thunderbolt for $36.99. Got some 6.5 Creedmoor Hornady 129 grain SST $36.99. That's kind of expensive there. And then they also got some 30-30 Federal 150 grain for $22.99. They do have some M17 V Crowns in now. Those 124 grain plus Ps that I tested, $15.97 on those. So that's a good price. Even though they're nothing more really than standard, that's still a good deal on them. Rest of it looks pretty much the same. They got the Arms Core 999 223. Still got some Aguila hollow points in here, so not a whole lot different. All right, y'all, made it out to Rural King. Pretty much the same stuff in there as y'all saw last week. Just a little bit less of it today, of course, because they done gone through so much of it. But I did pick a few things up in there anyway. But let's run up to the local shop now, see what's going on in there today. Got some more 10 in here. Underwood jacketed hollow point, 150 grain. Here's all that 40 Smith & Wesson. Great prices on that for the HST. Got some Gold Dot. I got some Golden Saber here. Bunch of different 40 Smith & Wessons, all at good prices. The rest of it I think y'all have seen before. All the 45, 38. Bunch of different 380, 5.56s, 223. I think y'all have seen most of these. Small rifle primer still. 30-30 Winchester 150 grain for 30 bucks. Bunch of 30-06, 300 Winchester short, 300 Win Mag, 45-70 43.99 for the Winchester 300 grain. Tons of different 9 defensive rounds, but the rest of it I think y'all have seen in here before. All right, y'all, made it out to local shop. It was pretty crowded in there, so I couldn't take a whole lot of time showing y'all the ammo, but you've seen it before. Last week or the week before, I did a really slow walkthrough in there, so I just tried to touch base on the new stuff that was in there right now. But they always got some good stuff in there, a lot of hard to find stuff, and most of it is some pretty decent prices right now. But I did pick up a couple things in there as far as ammo and came out there with another new tool to do some testing with, so should be a lot of fun there. Well, I'm gonna call it right there for today, and then we'll come back out here next week and hit it again. What's up, y'all? Thursday's done rolled around again, so it's time to wrap up the ammo hunt for the week. It's a little bit before 10 o'clock this morning, a rainy Thursday morning, so we ain't gonna do a whole lot of running around today. I'm gonna run up here to the Rural King, and that's probably gonna be my only stop today. I may swing into other places, and if they got anything interesting, I'll give y'all a look at it, but probably just gonna be Rural King for the most part. I gave y'all a little bit of a look in the local shop this week and picked up a few things out of there, and I actually ordered a couple things online, some stuff that people have been actually requesting a lot for me to test, so I picked up that online. So we got some things to go over whether we get a whole lot today or not. But let's run up here to the Rural King and see what they got for us. All right, y'all, quick look in the Rural King. I'm just gonna go over what's new in here. They got the 300 Blackout Steel, still got that. The 223 V-Max, still got the 420 rounds for $340, just too high on that. CCI 9, the Streak 9 for $12.99. The Venom, they got some Aguila Super Extra hollow points, 250 round boxes for $16.99. They did finally get these pointed soft point 223 in the system, $15.99 on those. Still got the 450 Bushmaster for $35, 300 Blackout, a little bit of 8.55 left for $13.99. Tons of Blazer 9mm at $17.99. I mean, a big pile of that stuff. They got some 38 Special Plus P punch in here for $22.99. I'll probably get a couple of those. Big pile of 7.62x51 still. Also got some 9mm punch, 124 grain. I may get one of those. Some 38 special 50 round boxes of Ammo Inc. for $27.99. Got some more 45 ACP Full Metal Jacket, $23.99. I'll probably pick up a box, 2 more of those. Still got the 150 round 855 for $100. And then the 40 Smith & Wesson Ammo Inc. Hollow Points for $18.99. So a few new things in here today, but not a whole lot. All right, y'all, made it out to Rural King. They had a few new things in there that I definitely did pick up. Some of that punch, some more 45, some 22, just a few new things in there. Most of what they got this week was just more of what they already had, though. But like I said, I'm gonna run into a couple more places just to see if they got anything new. If they got something super fantastic in there, I'll let y'all see. If not, I'll see y'all back at the house. All right, y'all, back at the house again to go over what we got for the week. Pretty good pickups this week. Not a whole bunch of stuff, but I did get some pretty interesting stuff to do some testing with. Before I jump right into it, if y'all would, if you enjoy my videos, again, hit that thumbs up button down below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit that bell notification icon so you can get notified when I upload new videos. But let's not dilly-dally too much and jump right on into it. So earlier in the week, I will start with Rural King in this first bag. Earlier in the week, I went in there and y'all saw they had some 9mm Hornady Critical Duty, the 9mm Plus P 124 grainers. So picked up a couple boxes of these. I've actually got some Critical Duty, but I think they're 130 something grain. I can't remember the exact weight, and I'm pretty sure they're not Plus P. So figured I'd pick some of these up to do a little testing with. Again, 9mm Critical Duty Plus P 124 grain. These were $22.97 per box, so not too terrible on those. So I picked up 2 boxes of those. Then this week they also had some Federal Punch 38 Special Plus P in there, the 120 grain jacketed hollow point. Now I tested these 38 Special Punch. It's been a while back before I got my clear gel, back when my videos wasn't so great. So I figured here coming up pretty soon I'll do a retest on these since I got a new setup and all. So should be pretty interested on these. I picked up 2 boxes of these. These were $22.99 per box, so not too bad. If I remember, they did well in the old test, so I expect these will do pretty good. So interested to see what these do. But got 2 boxes of those, like I say, $22.99 a box. Then they had the 9mm version of the same thing, the Federal Punch. Now this is standard pressure 124 grain, so just 124 grain punch jacketed hollow point. We've seen these before too, but I want to do some more testing on some of these too, to just throw a couple different variables and all in there. So I just picked up 1 box of these. These were $21.99, so $1 cheaper per box than the 38s. And then the last one out of this bag here, now these didn't necessarily come from the same day. I just put them in a couple bags so I can go through them here. I actually picked these up today. They had some more of them. Just a Winchester white box, 230 grain Full Metal Jacket, 45 ACP. Picked up another box of these because, as y'all know, I've still got a fool with that high point carbine, and I expect I'm going to run through right much of it trying to get that thing sorted out. So I picked up another box of these while they're in there. $23.99 is what they get for a box of these, so not bad at all on 45. But then backtracking a little bit earlier in the week to Rural King, y'all saw they had the good old Remington Thunderbolts in there, 22 LRs, the 500 round packs. I picked up 1 box of these. I've got a few boxes of these, but this is going to be one of the rounds that I'm going to put up against the kind of reliability bulk pack test. So I'm going to be going through 100 or so rounds of that. These were $36.99 per box, so around, I don't know, 7 cents a round, something like that. So not the most terrible price right now. Definitely not the greatest, but not terrible. So 1 box of the Remington Thunderbolts 500 round pack, and then some Arms Core 22 LR. They had these last week, y'all saw in my video, and I didn't pick any of them up, but some of them were still hanging around in there, so I figured what the heck. For me, 22 LR is about like 9mm. I don't think there's any such thing as enough or too much 22 LR. It's just no such thing. So since these were a good price, these were $3.79 per box. I picked up 5 boxes of these. These are just the 36 grain high velocity Arms Core hollow point 22 LR. And then the last thing at Rural King is another leftover from last week. These are the Bellum 762x39 brass case. They still had a handful of those in there, and the more I got thinking about it, finding out that they are boxer primed, so they are reloadable if need be, I figured what the heck, let me get a couple more packs of these. So these are $12.99 for, like I say, brass case 762x39 123 grain Full Metal Jacket. So got 2 more boxes of those while I was in there. And then moving on to my local shop, as y'all saw, they put some more 10mm variety in there and a couple other new things. So I picked up these 150 grain 10mm jacketed hollow points from Underwood. Now these are calling for for 1,500 feet per second. And I'm not sure what these 150 grainers, what projectile they load. Are those the XTPs? Y'all let me know down in the comments if y'all know for sure what these 150 grain. They're definitely not the gold dots, so let me know if y'all know what these 150s are. Be interesting to do a test on these and see what kind of performance we get. So I picked up one box of these. These were $26.99 for the box of the Underwood 150 grain jacketed hollow points. And then the other thing I picked up at my local shop this week, as y'all know from last week, I've got some more 350 Legends sent to me by Eric, and I've got some already and have been planning to pick up something in 350 Legend. So I went ahead and they actually had something in the local shop that interested me as far as the tools. So I've got something in 350 Legend now to do some testing on. Probably this coming week, I'll get out and do a little unboxing, just first shots of that thing, see how it runs. But that being said, they had some of this Federal Power Shock 180 grain 350 Legend in there, which I don't have any of. I've got it a bunch of the 145 grain full metal jacket that they've got in there. They've got a good price on that, actually, $16 a box on that stuff, but I didn't need any of that in right now. I probably will get some more of it, but like I said, I didn't have any of this Federal Power Shock 180 grain jacketed soft point in 350 Legends. So I picked up a couple boxes of these. These were $25.99, and honestly, for the jacketed soft point in 180 grain, that's not a bad price on that either. So got two boxes of these. Then I got a decent little box of stuff here from a couple of online orders and some stuff people sent me online. So we'll start with this here. I got this off the Federal site. These are 380 HydroShock Deeps, 99 grain 380 auto HydroShock Deep. A lot of people have been requesting that I test these, that saying they're really good for 380 defensive rounds. They get great expansion and adequate penetration. So 99 grain HydroShock Deep. It'd be interesting to see how good these do for sure. I'm very curious to see these myself. These things were $35.99 per box through Federal site, which is absolutely nuts, but hopefully there'll be some good ammo and should do some good testing for sure. So I picked up two boxes of those. And then another 380 round people have been asking about a whole lot are the 68 grain Extreme Defenders loaded by Underwood, 1,400 feet per second. These have got the Lehigh Extreme Defender projectiles in them. Like I say, 68 grain. Loaded in 380. So a lot of people ask for these all the time, talking about how great of performance they are. You know, I've tested the Honey Badgers that are very similar in this, and I mean, they were good, don't get me wrong, but they were nothing fantastic. So maybe these will be a little more impressive. Now these are the Plus P and the Standard. I got a Standard and a Plus P in these 68 grain Defenders. One's calling for 1,300. The Plus P says 1,400. So I got a box of each of these, the Extreme Defenders. These were $27.99 a box, so definitely not cheap on that. And then along the same lines, 380 Extreme Penetrators. Now these are 90 grain Extreme Penetrators. Were loaded with the Lehigh projectiles as well in 380. I got a Standard and a Plus P of that. Standard says 1,100, Plus P says 1,200, but they look very similar. Y'all know the deal on them. I figured if I got the Defenders, somebody'd be hollering about the Penetrators, and if I only got the Penetrators, somebody'd be hollering about the Defenders. So I got both of them in Standard and Plus P. So this ought to make for some really good testing. These weren't cheap either. These were actually $33 for each one of them. So pretty expensive little 380 ammo, but this should be some really good ones here. And then a few things I got sent to me. I'll start out with these here. These were sent to me. Now these aren't what's in the box here. These are Barry's hybrid hollow points. If y'all remember a while back, I'll put a link up above. Jamie sent me out some hybrid hollow points of these Barry's, the 147 grain versions that he loaded up, and they didn't get quite as much expansion as they needed to. Just it seemed like they needed a little bit hotter load or a different type of load. So he answered the call, and he's fixed up some more of them for me to do some testing on. So he sent me more to 147s. This time he switched it over to CFE pistol powder. I think those first ones used tight group. So CFE pistol, 147 grain Barry's hybrid hollow points with 4.9 grains of powder in them. So he sent me a box of those, and then he sent me two different 124 grains of the same things, the Barry's hybrid hollow points. Both of these also loaded with CFE pistol. One box is loaded with 5 grains of it, the other is loaded with 5.5 grains of it. So those ought to be moving out, hopefully, for sure. So these ought to be some really interesting tests. If these things open up like they should be, I got a feeling these are going to be some really, really nice rounds, because the one that did pretty much open close to what it should have on that previous test was a pretty impressive looking projectile. So definitely looking forward to those. I really appreciate you, Jamie, for sending these my way. So he sent me those. And then Dietrich sent me out some some Hornady Lever Evolution 4570s, 325 grain, loaded with the FTX projectile. These things are supposed to be moving around 2,000 feet per second from a 325 grain FTX. So he's really wanting to put a whooping on my shoulder for sure. So these things ought to be some very impressive rounds right here. So I've got a nice little collection of 4570 started up now. So definitely some jelly testing and some more maybe accuracy testing and stuff like that on the way. So Dietrich, very much appreciate that box of 4570, brother. And then last but not least, these were sent to me by Fred. He sent me some 380 punch rounds a while back that I did some testing on, and he sent me some of these IMI Systems 9mm die cut jacketed hollow points. A lot of people have actually requested these in the comments that I test these. Seems like these were really easy to get several months ago when everything else was out of stock. You could pick these up from Midway and several other places. I never did personally order any myself, so I'm very glad to see him send these to me. He sent me the 115 and the 124 grain. So like I say, they're the IMI Systems Israeli made ammo, jacketed hollow points, die cut jacketed hollow points they call them. So should be some very interesting testing for these too. So Fred, again, I really appreciate you sending these my way, brother. But there's the haul for the week, y'all. One question I always get asked by a lot of people in the comments: what's the best way to find ammo? What's the best place to find ammo? The best way to find ammo, y'all, is just to get out there and look for it. I mean, that's all I can say. There's no secret to finding ammo. You just have to go out there, I mean, on a regular basis and look for the ammo. And I know for a lot of people that's easier said than done as far as getting out there as often as I do. I totally understand that, but that's the way you find it. If you go out there one day a week and there's nothing out there and people throw the hands up and say, well, my such and such store don't never have this and that, I can promise you that all of these Rural Kings in all of these states get the majority of the same ammo that y'all see me picking up. They get ammo on a regular basis at every single one of those locations. You just have to be there. If it's something at a good price, it's gone. Like this Thunderbolt was gone today. These Federal Punch will be gone by tomorrow. This 45 will be gone by tonight. So if you didn't go today and I went tomorrow and the shelves was empty, I could throw my hands up and say, well, there ain't nothing, but there was something. You just have to, the best way to find ammo, period, is to go out on a regular basis and look for it. And again, like I say, I know some people can't do that, but that's just the way it is. That's how you find ammo these days. You have to go out on a regular basis and look for it. Just because it ain't there on the day you go, that don't mean your store ain't getting it and that it ain't out there. It's out there. It's just still going very fast when you get something for a good deal. But y'all let me know down in the comments what's going on in y'all's area. Are you starting to see more out there? Is it the same price, less price, higher price? Let me know what's happening in y'all's area down in the comments. If you did enjoy the video, as always, like I say, make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification icon. Check my affiliate links down in the video description like I always ask you. You know the deal with the Amazon. If you shop through there anyway, hit that link up first, go straight through Amazon like normal from there, and anything you buy anywhere on their site, I get a kickback from them towards the channel, so I really do appreciate that. Check out those Axle Ear Pro affiliate links. If you're looking for some good ear pro, check them links out first. You get some big savings versus going straight through their site. I still need to do a quick little dedicated review video on those ear pro, but I can just tell you now, spoiler alert, those things are fantastic. I absolutely love those Axle Ear Pros. They're really nice. Appreciate all my Range Game members who reached out and hit that join button, and every single one of y'all who supports the channel by watching my videos, hitting that thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, share it out there on social media if you're part of any of the other social media sites. I really do appreciate that. I got a ton of good stuff coming y'all's way. Some of it's already filmed. I'm going out this weekend to film a whole nother batch of videos. I'm trying to roll them out on a daily basis for y'all, so I really appreciate y'all checking them out when I upload them. But y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that stuff coming your way, and in the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you soon.